first of all, I'm really happy that we have the keynote on this topic, because I think what we all know as people who are working in child and adolescent psychiatry is that childhood trauma is something that really affects us and our patients in a daily manner. So it's something we see every day. We have so many patients who have suffered from any kind of trauma. So I'm very happy that we have some attention on this topic right now here on the ESCAP Congress. And what is so important to me is that childhood trauma has so many long-term consequences for our patients. And we do have now complex PTSD, which is very important, as I think. I just want to emphasize that there's much more childhood trauma consequences. You know, what we do now is that if our patients do suffer from any kind of child maltreatment, but also from household dysfunction, so like incarceration of a household member or mental illness of a parent, for example, then the risk for later problems in life increase so much. So for mental health problems, of course, but also for physical health problems, we do know that, for example, the risk for cancer increased a lot, for diabetes, for myocardial infarction, for stroke. So for all these major physical diseases we have, you know, for all this morbidity in many parts of the world. And besides this, we do know that our patients do have more problems, struggling more with peer relations and later with other relations to partners, for example, that they do have, or the risk is increased to have more problems, for example, with their own children. How can they educate their children without violence? Also, that is a big topic. We do know that their life satisfaction is decreased, that they have a higher chance for lower academic achievement, for lower socioeconomic status. So it's really an overall issue. That's why I'm so happy that we do get some attention here for this point. But focusing on PTSD and complex PTSD, which is of course an important topic, and I'm happy that we do have it now in the ICD-11 classification. So the idea was to have a new construct that encompasses more what children and adolescents or also patients suffer from if they have like more complex traumatization, more chronic traumatization. And we do have it right now with complex PTSD, which is great. Something I will talk about is that we really need more knowledge in this area. So now where we have this disorder, which is great, but we do need more research about the validation of the concept, especially because we're coming from child and adolescent psychiatry. So we need like a developmental perspective. We need to see what is going on, how are the symptoms depending on the age of traumatization, of the length of traumatization, of type of traumatization, and of severity of traumatization. So we need to have really this development approach. We have, of course, always in child and adolescent psychiatry, and we need it. You know, there are these important developmental steps which are also very narrowly linked to the complex PTSD.